thinking about springtime. What about you?
You know, I sure hope it's coming here because we're getting pretty tired of this cold weather.
Oh, man, it's been a long winter.
It's been too long.
Too long.
Way too long.
And we got the Big 12 basketball tournament going on.
Yep, it's going on. Folks are excited about it, and rah, rah, rah.
Yeah. Who are you rooting for? Come on,
Well,
tip your hat.
I tell you
Tip
what,
your hat.
that Nebraska team won yesterday. It was
Did
a shocker. And the main thing I'm for is those Nebraska women. They're undefeated this year so far. Go Big Red.
Them corn-fed Nebraska women.
That's right. That's right. And proud of it.
Yep.
That's right.
Hello and welcome to your old news update. I'm Izzy Fitz.
And I'm Willa Mae Mertz. Topping the headlines from yesteryear. March 16th, 1960. Don't make jokes about the weather to the road crews of the State Highway Commission. They continued their running battle with winter Wednesday by uncovering roads buried under 13 inches of snow in the past 2 days. 5 inches fell Tuesday, 8 the day before. Wednesday's bright sunshine failed to jack up temperatures beyond the high 20s by midday. The weather was clearing throughout the state, but several highways remained closed Wednesday due to that blowing snow. Well, I tell you what, Izzy, that darn groundhog must have seen his shadow that year.
He must have. Of course, I wouldn't have known. I was still in diapers during that
there
time.
You go. I think I was too.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, you're a lot younger than me.
Well, thanks, Izzy. I don't know about that, though.
March 16, 1960. Even the government's crash programs must bow to the weather. Work on the Salina area's 9 Atlas missile bases has been delayed because of the snowstorm. Excavation work on the 9 giant missile pit holes was scheduled to begin this week, but the weather canceled digging operations until next week, said Richard Payzant, acting engineer for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
Wow. Okay. March 18th, 1960. If all the holes in Salinas streets were piled on top of each other, you could hide several Atlas missiles in them. The long siege of icy weather has created more cavities than a dentist is apt to see in 40 years of work. How deep do you think those were, Izzy?
Oh, I've seen them.
Oh.
They're deep. You could drop a rock and then count to 5 and then you'd hear kerplunk.
Wow. I hope nobody falls in them.
I've known of a dog that fell in, but he was rescued.
Cool. Oh,
Yes,
that's
he was.
good. That's
He
good.
made it out
Okay.
alive.
All right. 75 years ago on March 15th, 1935. March is offering another unusually warm day today, and this one is marked with a strong south wind, which is raising the dust in many parts of the state. Raging winds tearing in from the northwest dumped onto Salina the worst dust storm in the history of this community, shortly after 10:30 o'clock Friday night. Silt and sand lifted from parched country to the west and north, filled the air with dense clouds as thick as pea soup fog. I wonder how deep that was.
It must have been deep.
Deep, deep.
And nasty, too.
Nasty, yeah. Houses were filled with a deep coating that sifted through every crevice, and traffic was virtually at a standstill for about 3 hours. 3 hours.
They probably didn't even have car horns back then.
I doubt it. And temperatures fell, dropping from 79 of the afternoon to 28 this morning. Wow.
Man, that's cold. That's quite a shift.
Yeah.
March 18, 1935, Dateline, Minneapolis. Bit of sad news here. August Nelson, age 73, a resident of the Delphus community for many years, was found dead in the pasture of his farm home southwest of Delphus at 11 o'clock Sunday morning. A coroner's jury decided the cause of death was exhaustion and strangulation from dust. Mr. Nelson was last seen at his home Friday at noon, and it is believed that he went to the pasture late that afternoon. Becoming exhausted in the severe dust storm raging at the time, he had fallen. Evidence showed that he had attempted to crawl back to his house and was following the fence and had turned at the proper place, but evidently was unable to continue further.
Poor Mr. Nelson.
Poor Mr. Nelson.
Those dirty 30s, they must have been something else.
Yep.
I tell you what, those poor people during those times.
That's right. Well, read more about the way things used to be in the look back section of Monday's Salina Journal. Have a good day, and we'll see you yesterday.